On the phone with me today is one of my favorite singer-songwriter musicians. And I can say this truly and honestly. I first started listening to your music when I was at Radio Margaritaville. On the phone with me, G Love from G Love and Special Sauce. How are you, buddy?
Hey Renee, I'm good. How you doing?
I
Big
am
shout out to all the listeners out there.
I
Ugh.
you know what's so great about this is that when I reached out to see if I could get this interview with you, it was a long shot. And I actually had to go through our buddy Monallo and Jax Bowers to
Oh,
say,
okay.
what do you think? And my listeners love the song Moonlight, and they were just both of those two, Manalo and Jax, were over the moon, to say the least, that you agreed to do something and did a verse and everything, and you went above and beyond when actually you didn't even have to, but you did. And wow, what a great song! Amazing. So thank you for doing that, and for them.
Those guys are great. Yeah, that song's really sweet. I've been doing a lot of features lately, kind of since COVID, and yeah, they approached me with the track. I thought it was a great track, and I guess it did really well on your guys' radio station down there, so that was pretty exciting.
Yes, it does really well everywhere. It's just got a great vibe, and everybody loves Manalo.
That's
He
cool.
came into the scene of trop rock a couple years ago, and you know what? And his sound is a little different. I mean, like yours. I wouldn't expect for you. And let's go back a little bit. You opened for Jimmy Buffett in 2016, I think it was. Can you tell us about that experience?
So I've opened for Jimmy a handful of times. The ones that are popping in my head was we opened up for him at the beach in Atlantic City, which was like a toes in the sand kind of gig.
Yeah.
And then we open up, and then we have a great picture of the band and I with Jimmy right after we came off stage. We're totally sweated up because it was a super hot day in Atlantic City. We were there with Jimmy, and then the other one was Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It was the first concert that ever was held there, and it was Jimmy Buffett with G Love and Special Sauce opening up. So that was amazing. And then yeah, then we've done a handful of other shows with them. Like I know we played Alpine Lake in, I believe that's Illinois or is that Wisconsin? And
Either way, you played
yeah, so
Alpine. These
and
are
I've Savannah Buffett, Jimmy's daughter, and I are really close, and so luckily I've gotten to have some great times with Jimmy over the years, while working and also just while hanging out. And got to go to St. Bart's with them, and
wow.
be at their house in Florida, and I remember this one. So we got to spend New Year's Eve, and it was we were all down at St. Bart's. Sounds pretty fancy, right?
Right?
But we went to this really fancy party, and it was Buena Vista Social Club opening up for No Doubt for like 300 people. Uh,
Wow.
and I- and and I thought that, and it was cool, man. We were just all dancing and enjoying the show, and the next day, Jimmy said, well, "What do you think about the show, G? We were gonna go surfing." And I said, "Well, I thought it was cool, Jimmy, because I was kind of blown away actually, because it was like I said, it was a small audience of 300 people at this party, but they approached the show like it was a stadium show, and I thought that was really cool." And so I said that, and he said, "That's it, G. That's what you got to do. You got to go out, and it doesn't matter if you're playing for like a small crowd or a big crowd. You got to go out, put on the show, play the hits, and like act like you're playing in the stadium."
Wow.
So I'll never forget that advice he gave me, and he was the sweetest man. And yeah, just
Yeah.
got to. Sorry, the last thing I'll say is you should go on my. Oh, I'll post it maybe this week. But there's this great shot of Jack Johnson, Jimmy Buffett, and I backstage warming up before Jack's show in London, where we all joined Jack and did a Pirate Looks at 40.
And what's funny is like a lot of the listeners don't realize that you have been around in this business as long as Jack Johnson. I mean, I found you when I was at Radio Margaritaville. That was 4 or 5 years ago. And I was
Hmm.
like, this guy isn't your regular trop rocky, hey, I'm singing about a palm tree, but you definitely fit the vibe of everything going on. And and that was the thing with Manalo too. I was just like, wow. And together, and I don't want to go back to Manalo, but I'm just saying, I love that different feel and that vibe that you give, and the harmonica playing that you do is phenomenal, like unbelievable.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah, truly, like we kind of discovered Jack, and kind of so we introduced Jack Johnson In 1999, on our fourth record, which is the Philadelphonic record, we did a duet, Jack and I, of his song called Rodeo Clowns, and that was his first release. So that's just been a wonderful relationship,
Yeah.
and just to see, this kid that had a guitar and came by the studio to show me some songs turn into one of the biggest, artists in the world. It's just been an amazing ride to have been a part of his story, and we're just getting ready to do some shows with Jack on his big tour this summer. So that's another great musical friendship. The friendships that we make, like, in the music world are just unbelievable, and very thankful for them.
Well, and let's talk about shows. You are on fire, sir. Like you guys are crazy. Like it was like more
Yeah,
than 40 shows. You started in November. I think you have like 38 more to go or something crazy.
yeah.
I was like blown away when I saw all of the different dates and I'm excited. Like you are starting, well not starting, you've already started and you're on the road now, but you have a ton of shows in like New York getting ready to come up and Connecticut, Massachusetts all up, and then you're coming down to Florida, right?
Yeah, so we're doing the 20th anniversary of our Lemonade album tour, and I don't know, yeah, 40 or 50 dates, and we're just starting the second week off today in Cincinnati, and yeah, this tour we do it every year. We start, it's just so fun. January we start in St. Louis, and then work our way across the upper Midwest and then to New England. And then, yeah, the tail end of it. So then we start heading south after New England. And then, lucky for us, we end up in Florida.
February
So
10th,
that's
you'll
nice.
be in
So,
Fort Myers. I can tell you
yeah,
that for
by the time
sure.
we get to Florida, we'll be ready for some sunshine.
Yeah, you will. I was looking at your dates. I'm like, okay, Fort Myers. You were there last year. You have two dates, February 10th and 11th for sure. Then you're going to New Smyrna. I'm super excited. Then you leave again to California. But then I'm excited. You get to go and you're playing not only in March, you're playing Rise Up, the Reggae Rise Up Festival, but you're
Oh, yeah,
playing
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tortuga with our buddies, the Wheelan Brothers again.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I was like, look at that. April 10th, Tortuga in Fort Lauderdale. What a great. Have you played Tortuga before?
I have, yeah. I want to say it was I might be wrong about this, but it might have been the first year. But I remember Ben Harper played it. Kenny Chesney was on the bill. That's all I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben
But
Harper, yes.
yeah, that's
That-
another. I think Marcus King might have been there. That's another great toes in the sand, because your stage is literally on the beach,
yeah.
and yeah. So we're really excited to get welcome, invited back down there this year, and then Reggae Rise Up too. We This will be our second time playing that in St. Pete's.
Yeah.
And I think we also have a date in Key West too. So yeah, we're psyched to get back down to Florida. Always, it's such a great people in Florida. They know how to party, and it's just
all
always one
parrot
of our
heads,
favorite stops.
all parrot heads and
Yeah.
all trop rock listeners know how to party. Let's just be honest right there.
Okay. Let's put it down. There
I
you
say you don't
go.
have to worry about those people. We're good. We got it. Okay. Well, I wanted to start.
Okay.
I wanted to start really putting your music in front of our audience, even more so because I know that, like again, when I saw you on Radio Margaritaville and heard your music, I was like, okay, and they're still playing you over there, which is great. I, on the other
Oh
hand,
man.
was like, we need to get you into some of our trop rock festivals. So if we bring you back in front of our
Okay.
people, yeah, let's get you on that tour. Let's make it even bigger. Like you don't have enough dates, but and for anybody who wants to go see you play, they can get tickets. They're all available on your website and social media and all that other stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to find out more about G Love and Special Sauce and what we're doing, you can go to at Philly G Love on Instagram, at G Love Glove on Twitter, or X. G Love and Special Sauce on Facebook, and our website is philadelphonic.com. But we got a lot of fun stuff happening. We're always on the road. In addition to being a musician, I'm also a visual artist. You can check out my paintings I do, and we got some fun stuff. Just kind of full circle back to Jimmy Buffett. He's been a real inspiration to me on and off the stage, and the way that he built a whole lifestyle brand around his music, and that's something that we're aspiring to be like. So we got our Pinot Noir wine, we got pre-rolls, and we got a hot sauce coming back, and
Yep.
we're gonna have a beer coming back, and so we got a lot of fun stuff. So come out, check us out, and yeah, welcome to the family.
Yeah, it's funny you started talking about the hot sauce. It was during COVID, Okay, this is when I got put into radio. It was during COVID, so I had an audience of however many, but the idea was I had nothing to talk about because nobody was touring, nobody was doing shows,
Right.
everybody was kind of
Okay.
stuck. So I just kept looking up anything I could, and I talked a lot about your hot sauce. I remember.
Okay.
So
Nice.
you're
Thank you.
welcome. Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
was
that.
pushing sales for you, and I didn't even know you then. So that was
I
all right.
appreciate it.
No problem. Okay, so the other good thing is I want to talk about this. You have a new album as well. So give me a little story on that. I want to know about the title, Ode to RL, right?
Yeah, so the new record Ode to RL, this was a record that we created out of a live session with the late great RL Boyce, who's a Mississippi Hill Country blues man. And we had this night that was everything you could ever, everything I could ever have imagined would be to jam with the old timer. We drank some whiskey, we smoked a little doobie, and we played the blues all night. And then we took this session and kind of made it into beats. And I wrote on all these songs to it. So it's an interesting palette, which features RL's vocals and guitar, my harmonica, Luther Dickinson from the North Mississippi All Star slide guitar and piano, and Chuck Treese on the drums. And it's a really, really cool record. It's what we call the hip hop blues. And we kind of put this record out in honor and in memory of RL, who passed during the process of us putting together this record. So, rest in peace, RL, and we'll keep the music going. And yeah, I think we were gonna play a song off it, huh, Renee?
Yeah, we're gonna play a song off it. Before we hit the song, let me hit you with my big three questions. Do you mind playing the game show? You win
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's
Okay.
do it. Let's do
All
it.
right, you win nothing, so you can even answer wrong. But it's
Okay.
super, it's
Okay.
super easy. It's about you. The question the first day I ask is, tell us something really crazy or different about you. Maybe you were a track star in high school. Maybe you sit in a yoga pose every day. Tell us something different about you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm big time into the holidays, and I love to be a dad and be a husband, and I've written and recorded three Christmas albums. So go next. I know we're a little far away from Christmas carols, but go check out my three Christmas carols records called "Coming Home for Christmas," "Coming Back Home for Christmas," and then the last one's called "Not Invited Back for Christmas."
That
No,
is
just
hilarious.
the last one's called the newest one was called Fishing for Christmas. So that's a fun fact. Three Christmas records.
Which is great
All
because I'm
all
searching
home all
always.
homemade carols. And they're not yeah, they're all original songs. So a couple traditionals, but mostly original.
Well, that is something I didn't know about you. I'm consistently looking for Christmas music with a beat and a vibe. Thank you for that. Okay, moving on to question number two. On your phone, what is the most used app? What do you use the most?
Oh man, that's embarrassing because I'm sure that it would be Instagram.
Well, that's not embarrassing. That's a general answer I get a lot. Yeah, Instagram. You got to check the socials. You got to make sure, if you have a person doing your socials like I do, you're constantly going, "What did I say today? Oh, that was really good." Okay, you
Yeah.
you direct them, but yeah, that's good. Good answer. And then my final question, in your opinion, who's the most famous person's phone number you have in your phone?
Didn't I already do enough name dropping?
No, I just really want to know. Now, it's my favorite
I
question
don't know.
because
Maybe I got a lot. Like, how about Ashley Simpson, Kelly
oh,
Slater?
those are all good.
Who else do I have?
Savannah Buffett.
Well, Savannah Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, of course. I have
Yeah,
that.
those are
Let's
perfect.
see.
Anybody you think is big, like
Yeah,
even bigger?
Jack. I don't know how much more famous can you get?
I
I
know,
mean,
right? I mean, I say the same thing,
um, oh, I know. Owen Wilson,
Oh, that's a good one.
the
Yeah.
actor,
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
and Jeremy Piven, the actor. We talk often. Who else like
And then
that?
you did
I
good.
don't know.
This is pretty like now you've made my number three. I just want you to know that my most famous people used to be Joey Fatone from NSYNC and Nico Moon,
Okay.
and then like my brother. But now you've bumped my brother because he's a famous
Who's
magician.
your brother?
He's Franz Harari. He is an illusionist. He went on tour
Wow.
with Michael
No way.
Jackson, Janet Jackson. He's made
Oh my
people
God.
levitate, appear, disappear. Yeah. Anyways, so my brother's been bumped for you now, just so you know.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
You're
Sorry.
my third famous person, or one of my top three famous people in my phone now. I'm super excited.
Oh
All right.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, look at that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I want to play a song off your new album. and I want everybody to get online and buy tickets. I'm trying desperately to get to see you in Fort Myers. You have shows, enough shows that every parent head, any person can come see you at anywhere because you're traveling the country. Enough dates that somebody can catch you, and your shows are fabulous. They're always either sold out or you're just a great performer. Not only can you play music, but you perform like a rock star. So it's amazing to watch.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So let's see. What song do you want to play off your new album?
Well, I love this song. Weekends are for making love, and that's been a fun one. That's kind of morphing into a great live performance track. So yeah, let's play Weekends are for making love.
On Radio Trop Rock. Thank you so much, G, for doing this interview with me.
All right, thanks, Renee. That's awesome. And big shout out to everybody down there in Florida, and we'll see you soon.
All right.